Hey friends, a couple days ago the gunsmith was selling this fusion rifle, and it piqued my interest. Mostly because of disruption break, and then the other one was the scopes. Look at the zoom. It's 20 zoom, and I know that no longer maintains damage fall off anymore, but it still helps, let's say, the ease of use at a distance of these type of guns. Under the hood, it's inherent free stability. It's better bullet bending. And I thought 20 zoom on a fusion, well, that's gonna bullet bend harder than any of them. And so combining it with firmly planted, I thought it would be extremely consistent. Keep in mind the charge time masterwork doesn't actually affect the impact here, so it's just a net benefit. Then I have increased range on the magazine. Now there is a perk that I would prefer over firmly planted, and I didn't consider it until I started playing with this first. So let's quickly pull up Timeline's Vertex. Doesn't really matter. There is a 21 zoom if I recall. So you could get one zoom higher, but I actually like 20 zoom. It's the same as Forerunner. So this is what firmly planted does on a fusion. It's honestly not that much because they cut it in half because of main ingredient back in the day. This is the one I surprisingly want. And the reason is because it gives a 0.8 ready stow duration multiplier. So it gives you a handling scalar, which means you can swap the gun effectively faster. And when you combine that with disruption break, with that 20 zoom, which is basically two rangefinders on top of this gun, what happens is, at a distance, all of the bolts connect. Then you instantly swap the weapon because you're crouching anyway, because you're playing like invis or sliding, something like that. And then you clean them up with your primary weapon. So to me, I thought this was a match made in heaven for how I would like to use a fusion rifle. And I tried it out and I like it. I'm not going to delete this. It will permanently stay in my vault until I get an upgrade, whether that's something new or if I just get the field prep version. But there are two loadouts I use. The Mechaneer's Trick Sleeve is on controller. You see I have both of the dexterity so I can swap faster with Rat King. So what I'm doing is I'm shooting fusion, instant swapping to Rat King since Mechaneer's gives me 100 handling on my Rat King. No scalars there. Cleaning them up, getting all my health back. Doesn't matter if I'm 30 recovery. The way I look at it is 30 recovery means I get to use Mechaneer's Trick Sleeves for longer. And then I get all my health back from recuperation and Devour. So that's build number one. That's the controller one. Then the mouse and keyboard one. Yes, I use Crimson on mouse and keyboard. I find it very, very fun. Is Lucky Pants. Lucky Pants does give a scalar to the swap speed of Crimson, and then combined with On Your Mark, giving me even more handling just for dodging. Then I use Acrobat Dodge to make Crimson fully 2-burst, along with 2 surges to make it fully 2-burst. So the combination, Timeline's Vertex, crouch into swap Crimson, instant cleanup. I didn't really hit that in the gameplay, but I found the gameplay to be entertaining despite that. I think the controller one goes a little crazier, but you're probably not surprised that a fusion rifle performed better on controller. I don't know what it is. I like them better on controller, but that doesn't mean they're unusable on mouse and keyboard. I just prefer other options on mouse and keyboard more. Like being able to just windshield wiper a pellet shotgun. It's just a lot more consistent to me. Whereas on controller, I don't have that kind of precision to windshield wiper a pellet shotgun and find success. So that's why I prefer pellets better on mouse and keyboard. I'm pretty equal about slugs on both. I really, really like slugs on both input devices, and it's probably my preferred special weapon at this moment. But if I de-rusted snipe, I would prefer snipe above all. Snipe wins games. So here is the armor mods, fragments, armor mods, fragments. Let me know if you end up trying something similar. Let's just search really quickly here. Trait. Disruption break weapon fusion rifle. Oh, that is no longer obtainable on Moon Fusion. Exile's Curse is no longer obtainable. So Trinary System. Oof, I'm not telling you to play Gambit. I feel like hipfire grip would align most with how I would play a fusion. It's 15 zoom, but zoom doesn't apply if you're hipfiring anyway. So that sounds the best to me. Killing Wind might also be kind of cool, and then there's all the normal consistency perks. Even Slideways kind of makes sense because you just get a flat handling buff, which could help you with your swap speed. Hollow Words is obtainable from Dares. I don't recommend this one. Not enough good stuff on the left column. Timeline's Vertex we just talked about. Zealous Reward. I actually did this raid the other day on the free-to-play to get Divinity so I could get Godslayer on the free-to-play. That went way better than expected, but I'm not spoiling the results unless you follow my Twitter. I think this is the best version of it, if I had to be honest. I still think you'd go like small bore. Don't even care about the recoil direction. Just crank the range and stab with it. Guess you could go charge time. What does this even do? You'd probably have to run a counterbalance mod on this. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, you would definitely run a counterbalance mod. Yeah, Zealot's Reward is the most practical thing to farm if you want something similar to the gameplay that I'm showing you today. So friends, let's look at Temper Dynamo real quick. Let's skip Backup Plan and Disruption Break. That's kind of different. Wow, if someone has that in their vault, this would be the best one. I'm kind of sad I looked at that. Okay, now friends, enjoy the gameplay. I will see y'all in the next. So I hope this fusion is somewhat consistent for the swap playstyle. I want to delay giving them Radiant, but I also want them to not die to Jingleheimer. There was players to the left. That sucks. See ya. I need assistance. Yeah, teammates weren't ready to get me out of there. You're unlocking div? Let me know when you're unlocking div so I can do it too. I switch to the linear to get radar booster when I can. 'Cause I want to see how far they are before I commit. And I have to swap to keep Lucky Pants primed, so it's like, I'm not doing crackhead swapping on purpose, or... without reason, is what I'm gonna say. Without reason. Do I have the quest? I don't think I do. I don't even remember what the quest line is. Sheesh! There it goes. I lost. I can kill him with his own trip mine if he peeks. Experience diff. Bro, that's how Vin Diesel felt hitting the nitrous. Late. It's too soon, kid. Blade Barrage? He would have come here. That one had a couple fusion rifle moments in it. Wish it had more crimson moments, but I'll get better the more I play. It's got to de-rust a little bit.